Good afternoon. It's February 19th. Much warmer. It's above freezing for one day only. We have a special sale on above freezing temperatures because tomorrow, or overnight, it plunges back down to minus 20, and then we've got really cold weather again for the first part of the week. Which means that all this lovely melting we're getting today will turn back into ice tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll walk tomorrow, that being the case. We'll see how I feel, what it looks like. They're also threatening us with rain, which of course would not be good when it's followed up by, in fact, I can feel drops now, which would not be good if you follow it up with really freezing temperatures. So that's where we're at. But it's pleasant today, as long as I don't get rained on. And I'm just going over into Lakeview and wander around a bit. Nothing special. It's Saturday, so we've done grocery shopping, and so I do have the external mic in. My theory is that maybe the disconnection is worse in cold weather. And maybe now that it's warm today, I can test and see if the mic will stay connected in warm weather. Which would be something, at least. But no guarantees. Oh, there goes an airplane in for a landing. Picked up my daughter at the airport yesterday, and there was a whole flight that had been on the airplane, had all their luggage loaded and everything, and the flight had been canceled, so they were all lined up rebooking, and all their luggage was coming off, and we'll go this way. That would not be fun. Work-wise, I've got my Kickstarter built for Shapers of Worlds Volume 3, the third anthology, featuring authors who've been guests on my podcast, The World Shapers, where I talk to science fiction and fantasy authors about the creative process. This one has 21 authors in it. Got some more great backers rewards lined up. Even things like commissioned artwork and commissioned poetry. Lots of hardcover books and special editions. Lots of other books, audiobooks, one-on-one conversations with authors. Well, 4-on-1, depending on how many people sign up. No more than that. Looking to launch it on March 4th is my current plan, Tuesday, March 4th. So, hey, I'll talk about it more, believe me, as I walk in March. It was a year ago in March I started doing these walks, and I was talking about the last Kickstarter then, so I'm only looking for $12,000. It's not that completely covers the cost of creating the anthology, but it does pay the authors, which is the most crucial part of that. And hopefully it will fund sooner, and sometimes that can actually help more money come in, because once things are funded, people want to pile on to the successful project. That's the theory anyway. We'll see. Can't go down. I was thinking I'd go to the alley, but no, that wouldn't work. Kind of a gray day, despite being warm. It's not sunshine. And it was like minus 24 when I got up this morning, and now it's plus 2 or 3. So it's been quite the day, temperature change-wise. The sidewalk looks nicely clear. Let's take advantage of that. Oop. I've also done a draft cover for Duotero, which is the next book I'm publishing in my Shadowpaw Press Reprise category. I will go on down to the footbridge on Cornwall. It's a really great science fiction novel that was first published by, it's by Brad C. Anderson. It was first published by Bundoran Press, which also published a couple of mine. And when Bundoran closed down, the book rights reverted to the author, and I'm going to put out a new edition in ebook and print on demand. I've got another author. I'm just waiting for her to sign the contract, and I'll be able to announce another author for that program. Very different kind of book in that case. And I've got another one whose work I'm looking at, but I think I'll probably be taking it on as well. That'll give me a good launch into this idea of new I actually came one too far. No, this is Cameron. For a minute I thought I'd walked all the way to Garnet. That can't be right. And it's not. This is Cameron. Which takes us to the footbridge. As far as I can tell, the microphone has stayed connected so far. If it's going to quit, it's often right about here. Then again, I might have missed the cutoff. That's happened more than once. So I'll think it's worked the entire walk and find out it actually quit early on. We'll see. If it's related to cold, then today it should last longer or not cut out at all. So that's my theory. Sorry about that. I have a frog in my throat today. Probably from the cat. I think I'm slightly allergic, even though I'd like to pretend I'm not. Bridge is nice and clear. We'll stop for the traditional look up and down the creek. Looking to the east. It may be above freezing, but you won't be seeing any melting on the creek for a month or so. Possibly longer, depends on how it plays out this year. And it's usually April before the ice really starts to go significantly. And then we'll just cross over into Lakeview and, I don't know, we'll zigzag. Haven't done that for a while. See where that takes us. And when I've zigzagged for half an hour, I'll turn around and come back by a different zigzag. I think that's what the plan is here. Could do the alley thing too, but they're probably slipperier than the sidewalks today. Oof, having said that. Yeah, I'm wearing a hat, but I'm already thinking it's going to be too warm. One of the original houses from this neighborhood, these little tiny ones, and then there's new ones like that have been built since. A couple of really modern ones over there. And here. Lakeview School over there. The older schools around. Actually, it's not. It's both. I think there's a new wing from 1930, and the old part might go back to 1914 or something like that. I used to do these zigzags all the time. I haven't done one for a while. Just sort of see where the streets take you as you zigzag through them. I think I will take off my hat. Thanks for the moment. So yeah, if you want to see Do a Tarot, the cover art is by Dan O'Driscoll, who's an artist in Calgary. He used to do a lot of, or maybe all of the Bundoran Press covers. So he did the two for mine as well, Right to Know and Falcon's Egg. So if you go to shadowpawpress.com, look under the, just look down, it'll be on the front page, but you can look under the Reprise tab at the top and you'll see it there too. Do a Tarot, this weird traffic control island they have around here. Another zig, or possibly a zag, I'm not sure. Do you zig to the north and zag to the west? Zag to the east? Actually, zig to the south and zag to the east, the way we've been going right now. That house always intrigues me. Very different style, kind of Spanish, European anyway, maybe Italian. Do have to keep my eye on the ice. There is certainly some around. There's two of them there that are kind of a little different from the run-of-the-mill. One for sale if you're looking. So far I think the microphone, that I should have been watching my feet for sure. For some reason there's liquid water running over that patch of ice there, which makes it trebly slippery. So, gotta watch my feet more. Can't take anything for granted. It didn't register because it was dark, but that's not a sign of safety. This will be McCallum. So here's another place where, I guess because it's melting off the house and then running down the... and there's ruts too. I'll just keep zigzagging until I get to Albert and then see what the time is and figure out the return path from there. Albert's about 3 blocks still that way. You can see the cars passing at the end of the road there. Haven't missed my hat since I took it off. I'm getting plenty warm. Might even unzip my coat at some point. A brand new one, bigger one, and then an older one next to it. Most of the houses along here are, there were big houses along here in the old days, and there still are some of those, and then there's new ones too. But we are going up Metallic. This is our intersection. If you went straight south and there wasn't a river in the way, you come to our intersection with Angus Crescent. I smell wood smoke. Always a nice smell. We have a nice fireplace, but it's gas. It used to be wood, but it hadn't been used as a wood fireplace for years and years. And when we did renovations, we put a gas insert into it, which actually sticks out a bit because it was a very small fireplace, but it works all right. And then all you have to do is, press a button and it comes on. You can set a thermostat. It's made a big difference to the comfort of the living room, which otherwise only has one heat register, and it's in the corner that's the furthest away from the windows, which is where it gets coldest. The fireplace is on that wall too, but it puts out more heat, so it's made it quite a bit more comfortable. And sometime soon we'll have to get new windows, and that'll make a huge difference because we still have the old windows, and they are, double paned. There's a storm window, but it's not like a modern insulating window by any means. That'd probably make a big difference too. I'd even pay for themselves over time with the savings in gas. Somebody put down some salt and sand there, so that was good. It's actually the bare sidewalks you have to watch out for the most, because there can be ice that you don't really see if you're not paying careful attention. And again, I think my external mic is still connected, so maybe cold does have something to do with it. My working theory is that the plug for the mic shrinks in the cold more than the receptacle in the phone, which wouldn't shrink at all, so that in cold weather it loses contact. That seems like a reasonable hypothesis, and my best means of testing it is this, to see if it stays connected in warmer weather for longer. And although I can't be sure, I think it has. See lots of dogs, as one does. That greenhouse with the red door always stands out in the wintertime, as you can see. It's really nice to see that pop of color when everything else is kind of drab on a day like today. It looks like spring even when it isn't. So I like that. Oop. Now that's a pop of color too. That one next to it, the little one, must have been considered really modern when it was built. It was probably built in the 40s or 50s. Nice clear sidewalk for a bit. This will be Hill Avenue up here. How long have I been? Not even 20 minutes, so I can certainly go another couple of blocks north. South. Me and directions don't always get along. Nobody has said hello yet today. I know it's an odd time, but if you're there, say hi. At the moment, it's not showing anybody watching live. If you're watching the replay, there's no point in saying hi because I'm not here, although you can leave a comment, of course. And folks do. So there's Hill. Goes down to the little shopping strip that I've walked by many a time. Oh. Well, at least it's more slushy than icy at the moment, so that's good. Getting closer to Albert. Big one there. So we'll go one more block south, one more block east, one block south. Then I'll probably go 2 blocks west and then start working north and west, which will ensure that I don't repeat any of my blocks I've been on. I think that's what I'll do. The timing should work out. You pretty much have to go across the footbridge when you get back, but other than that, I shouldn't be repeating myself. We're on Angus, named after a person, not a breed of cattle. You got several things named after him. There's Angus Crescent, there's Angus Boulevard, and there's Angus Street. I assume they're all the same Angus. Pretty sure he was Scots. Pretty sure. Now, the song running through my head, there's always a song running through my head on these walks, is Just Another Manic Monday. And I know why. It's because I titled this Just Another Walk in Lakeview. And as a result, I stuck that song in my head for the entire walk so far. Just another manic Monday. I wish it were Sunday. That's my fun day. I don't have to gotta run day, probably. Just another manic Monday. But it's not. It's Saturday and it's not particularly manic. Manic depressive, maybe. Warming up to 3 and then plunging again overnight. Actually, I think all of our weather's been like that the last couple of months. We've had these brief pop-ups to warm temperatures and then plunges back into the deep freeze. Okay, one more block will take us to Angus. To Albert, to my left. It's a big one there with the portico and the pillars. And I think rather than actually go to Albert, which will be lots of traffic and wet, potentially getting sprayed, the cars going by on the wet road, we'll take the alley here and then start to work our way back. Brown is garbage, blue is recycling, in case you're wondering. There was a pilot program last year in parts of the city that had a green bin for yard waste. I don't know how that worked out and if they're thinking of expanding it. It'd be nice to have some place to put yard waste, that it would then go off and be composted or whatever they do with it. This has actually gotten a little not exactly slicey, but softer than it will be when it's 20 below again tomorrow. So by the time I get up here, yeah, it'll be just about perfect for making it about an hour walk back. Total, I mean. So now we'll go 2 blocks. Well, even if I just went 1 and zigzagged, we wouldn't repeat, but I'm going to go 2 to my right, which is west. See, I can be taught. And then zigzag back north and west. So there's Albert. We're not going to it. We're going this way. Somebody has not been clearing their sidewalk as required by the bylaw. It's a bird somewhere. Oh, there's someone. Hi, Greg. Not today. No protests that I know of. I didn't walk down by the ledge or anything, so I don't know for sure, but I don't hear any honking or anything like that. Too bad, in a way. I mean, the Ottawa live walkers have seen their numbers skyrocket while this has been going on. They're about the only ones out there showing everything that's going on. But I'm just as happy not to be there, despite my training as a reporter. I haven't been a reporter for a long time. Not that I don't think I wouldn't be better than most of the people that are doing it these days, but that's another story, and just my opinion. So we have to turn here, whether we wanted to or not, but in fact this is where I intended to start, to the north. Go across to the other side. Why did the live walker cross to the other side? Why did the live walker cross the road, I guess. I just put the punchline and the joke together to get to the other side. Ba-dum-bum. Ew, that looks slippery. I feel like I walk in Lakeview a lot, but in fact I haven't done this kind of walk over here for quite some time. It's a pretty neighborhood. Mature landscaping, as they say. So mature that the elm trees will gradually start dying over the next decades, but lots of them left so far. They've been really good about keeping Dutch elm out of the city. Every once in a while you'll hear of a case cropping up and they cut down the tree, but it hasn't spread the way it has in some places. My father grew up in Coffeyville, Kansas. Had beautiful elm tree lined streets, and pretty much every elm tree in the city died, left it denuded, or detreed at least. I'm sure they've trees there now, but he's remembering from when he was young. Oh, this is not a well-cleared sidewalk. Oh, is this the little cul-de-sac? I guess it is. There's some sort of precipitation happening, but it feels more like wet snow than rain. They were threatening rain. So this is like its own little cul-de-sac development in here. Which they call, what do they call it? Lakeview Estates. Everything's Lakeview around here. Salt down on this one, which helps. And I smell wood smoke again. I think maybe we lucked out and we're not getting rain. We're getting something more solid is what this feels like on me anyway. Just going by feel. I haven't really seen anything, but I feel it. Hard to be sure. I guess it could be really cold drops of water. Or a mixture. It's maybe the most likely of all. We are in Hill again, or at Hill again. Now we're on Hill for one block. I don't know, maybe that is rain. Or a mixture at least. I would think if it were frozen I would see it better, so maybe it is mostly liquid. Hope it doesn't amount to much, because you get that and then it freezes. Tomorrow will not be nice. Or if it is rain, hopefully it turns to snow sooner rather than later, as the temperature starts to dip again. Good day for making snowmen, though. This snow would be perfect, or a snowball fight. Probably lots of kids tobogganing too, because it's warmed up. I have not seen a disconnect warning on the mic, so I'll see when I get home. I can tell immediately by listening whether it kept using the mic or if it turned itself off and went to the whatever the phone picks up. Sounds quite different. a lot more wind noise, which is why I want to have an external mic. Although I admit the ambient sound is perhaps sometimes more interesting with just the phone mic, so it picks up more birds and things. I hope this has been in focus because I never checked. I hate it when I get back and find the whole thing was slightly out of focus. It's happened a few times. I get the exercise no matter what, but for those who like to watch, an in-focus picture is always preferable to an out-of-focus one. You heard it here first. Little pro tip from a live walker. Keep your camera in focus. Makes all the difference. Ice here. Must be shaded too, because it doesn't show any signs of having melted today. Oh, look, it's a comment bot. Just a comment bot. That's all the friends I got watching me walk today. There's no one else who cares about my live stream wares. Ooh, what they say. There will come a time. Oops. And now I need a rhyme. When thousands will watch me walk. All it takes is one freedom convoy run. People will flock. Thank you very much. That's an Ed Willett original. You heard it here first. Here comes a dog. I was trying to avoid the people with the balloons, and now I got someone with a dog coming. Must be a party going on. Probably a kid's birthday party with balloons like that. Oh, you don't have to worry about the weather in that, snowman. Still got Christmas up. Well, I can't talk. We still have a wreath on our door. A wreath. If I may speak frankly, we have an Aretha on our door. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, tell me what it means to me. All right, well, I'm actually on Cameron. So I think I will go straight ahead rather than wander anymore to the left. This will take me. Where's this Cameron? Wait a minute. Maybe I got one more to go. Oh, come on, people. Clear your sidewalks. Okay. Somebody living there, but still. Oh, yeah, this is Cameron. Thought it was. You think I know. So we will just go down here because it takes me straight to the footbridge. Oh, that's not cleared at all, so I guess I'll change sides. Now this house was just under construction when I first started walking. Still got some construction equipment, but it's obviously all lit up, probably people living in it now. It's an interesting place. The garage underneath, part of the living space there, but not underground. I feel rather attached to the houses I've watched being built as I walk. See how they're coming along every day. Oh, how's the sidewalk look over there now? Any better? Not really. It doesn't look like the school is bothered to clear their playground sidewalks anyway. It's not great over here either. Anyway, Lakeview School again. Very rough over here. Rough, rough. Here comes a dog. Rough, rough. Definitely some improperly cleared sidewalks. Not that I would ever report anybody, but they do risk that these days. They're supposed to be giving mostly warnings this year and then start to crack down next year. There's again Lakeview School. Now, I'll switch over so I'm not walking down the same side of the street I walked on when I came up this way. This will take us by the new ones I pointed out from the other side. Newer, anyway. One of them was for sale, but the sign's gone, so it must have been bought. Or at least taken off the market. See, quite modern. Those two side by side. And there as well. Whoever's coming is talking loudly, so presumably they're on a cell phone. I'm very warm. Could have done it in just a sweater by this point in the walk. Might have felt a little cool when I started, but your body is quite an amazing generator of heat. So it extracts energy from the food you've eaten. It's very good at it. I will press the button just to be safe. You know, unless I fall pressing the button, which is entirely possible. But I didn't. Once more across the bridge, dear friends. Another look at the creek to the west, to the east. I think I'll walk along the dike going back. Getting close now. Another 10 minutes maybe, or less. This is actually quite slippery. Never thought of that. A little better on the edge. You can see the cross-country ski marks there. Of course, Mondays when I walk along the creek for real, this is just a small creek segment. Oh, there's people on the ice skating up there, I see. I knew there was a cleared plate spot there. You can easily get onto the ice from the other side of the creek. And they're making use of it. You wouldn't be able to get down there from here very easily because of all the brush, but there's a low spot there and you can just walk out onto it pretty easily. I don't see any hockey sticks, so they're just skating for fun. I'm not going down that far, but hopefully you can see them there in the middle. Because here's my stairs right here. Oh, let me see. No, I'll go down here. Now, if I find that the microphone did stay connected for the entire walk, that will lend great support to my hypothesis about cold being the culprit. If only you could connect a wireless mic directly to the Bluetooth in the phone, but you can't. Now, earpods might do the trick. I don't know what the quality would be like, but I don't really want to walk around wearing earpods. I mean, if it's just a cold thing, well, it's only got another 2 or 3 months, 2 months, hopefully. Hopefully less than that, where it'll be a problem. Very slippery looking here. Water running off the roof and then running straight down onto the sidewalk. Now, for some reason, the song in my head is I Ain't Got Nobody. Oh, that's because of the song I sang earlier, of course. It's just a comment bot. That's all the friends I got. That's why. That's why that song was stuck in my head. This is the little sort of Bavarian house I always think of it, with a turret entrance that I like. Almost like living in a castle. Pretty sure I saw that jogger when I was headed the other way. Might have been a different jogger. Just a block to go. There's just a block to go. How far that is, I don't know. In feet or even meters. One more block away. We'll put the camera away. The phone away. Put the phone away. drink some water, maybe a liter. No, it won't be that much. But I wouldn't mind a drink when I get back. Even in the hottest weather in the summer, I kept forgetting to take water with me, and then I'd get really parched on if it's 30 degrees and you're Celsius and you're out sweating, you start to feel quite thirsty by the end of it. And even at this temperature, I'm feeling quite thirsty from walking. Okay, there's our stop sign where we will, oddly enough, stop. Kind of an obvious stopping point, but I like it. How long have I been? 51 minutes. So I could have easily stretched it to an hour by going a little further along the dike, but I chose not to. And I won't promise to walk tomorrow. It depends on the weather and the ice and whether I just want to take a day off. I can do that. Nobody pays me to do this. Okay, here we are. So thanks for walking with me, either live or watching the replay, and I will be back. Bye for now.